Welcome back in ERB Sports fans. You know what time it is. It is time for the ever-awaited PSA reveal. Now, I didn't do a whole lot of promo for this, but I was really excited to share this with my YouTube subscribers. This video definitely was better than the last one, or this submission, I should say. It's definitely better than the first submission I had. A lot higher gem rate, but I think everybody's been getting a little higher gem rate lately. Seems when they run those specials, the gem rates go down. When the specials go away, the gem rate goes up. Maybe it's just people not being as selective, but let's go ahead and get into it. So 20 cards under the $19 tier. We definitely have some winners in here and some losers. Some of them I flat out feel like I probably wasted money, but it's okay. I got the card in a slab and yeah. Not happy about the grade, but we'll move on. And some of them, I got much higher grades than I thought. And I already checked what I got, so this isn't a blind reveal, but let's go ahead and get into it. So, first card up, Juan Soto, the Sneaky Soto short print. Got a near mint 7 on one of the first ones I sent in. I think this was the one that I had, when I pulled it out of the pack, it had the upper corner that was sort of like curled over. And I did put it between a couple of books, kind of stacked it with some weight on it and held it over the weekend. And it looked better, but my guess is they probably dinged me for that pretty hard. And that's why this one is a 7. But the next one, which is the exact same card, got a 9. Gonna lose money on this one too. In hindsight, these cards have gone down in value. I think even a PSA 10's right around the $40 range. So you really have to get a gem to break even. So my guess is on both of these, I lost money. I'll probably keep one and sell one. I sold the first one. And yeah, those are probably the two worst cards out of this entire submission, was the two Sneaky Soto short prints that got really bad grades. The next one is a Topps Chrome Sapphire update. Bobby Witt Jr. rookie debut. Unfortunately, this one got a 9. It was off-centered left to right. If you hold the card like this, you can definitely see it. It was close. It was very close when I measured it. I figured I'd go ahead and give it a shot. The sharp corners, overall, the card had great eye appeal. Still like the card overall. I know a guy out there on YouTube land who probably likes this card better than me, and maybe it'll show up in his mailbox. You never know. He'll just have to watch this video and find out. The next one, Elly De La Cruz. Now, when I did my first submission, you guys remember I did an Elly De La Cruz auto, and that one got a 10. That was a Mega Box Mojo. This one, unfortunately, this was sort of a throw-in at the end to get to 20 cards. It got a 9. Yeah, probably lost money on this one too, but I'm going to hang on to this one. He's not going anywhere anytime soon. Whenever he gets called up to the big leagues, whenever that hype kind of ratchets back up on him, if it does, I'm going to go ahead and probably move off this one, but I'll keep it for now. I'm not really in a hurry to sell that one. Next one, we've got a Nolan Gorman. This was out of the Mojo packs from the a jumbo box I opened. Centering on this one was really good. If I look at this one relative to like the Michael Harris, I thought this one had a chance at a 10. I wonder if I sent it to SGC, I would have got an SGC 10 on it. I went ahead and sent it to PSA. Again, it's kind of like a throw-in at the end. And unfortunately, it got a 9. So, yeah, probably lost money on that one, but oh well. So the first 5 cards here, as you guys can see, those are probably my biggest losers of the submission. Not going to lie. These I probably lost money on all of them. But we're going to get into some cards that I think will definitely make up for it in the end. The next one here we've got is a Pink Wave from the hanger boxes of Topps Chrome Update. Now, we know these are going to be very tough to grade because of a lot of the centering issues. This one overall looked pretty good. I thought it had great eye appeal from left to right. It was a little heavy on the bottom relative to the top. If you kind of hold it on its side, you can kind of see that more. But it's still got a 9. Overall, in a 9, these still do okay. So I'll probably make a little bit of money on this versus a raw card, but not a lot. And that's okay because, again, like I said, we've got some big boys coming up that I think will more than make up for a couple of the duds we had. So we're getting to the end of the 9s and lower. We had 8 9s, 1 7, and 11 10s. So we're getting into the 10s here soon. And hopefully you guys enjoyed that. So Pink Wave, Julio Rodriguez, Niner. Next one was a purple Julio Rodriguez out of the Topps Chrome Update Hobby. Yeah, unfortunately, this one also got a 9. I wasn't so surprised. I mean, top to bottom was pretty centered. Left to right, it was a little thinner over here than here, but it was really close, and I figured I'd go ahead and give it a shot. 10s are almost impossible. Looking at the pop count of these, I believe right now there are like 750 cards graded between 9s and 10s, with only 150 of them biased to the 10 and like the other 600 in the 9 category. So it's like a 20% gem rate overall if you get a 9 or a 10, and probably there's a lot of 8s hiding below that too. So this is one of the 600, and prices on this have gone down a bit. So I don't think I'm going to be in any hurry to move off of this one, even though I think a lot of people were submitting these when they were around $100. And now I think these are sagging to around $45 to $60 just because J-Rod didn't come out of the gate absolutely lighting the world on fire. But I got to hang on to a couple of J-Rods and see how he pans out in his career, so I might hang on to that one for now. Next one, I really am surprised that the next 2 cards, these are the last 2 9s. I'm really shocked that these got 9s. This was the black and white mini diamond Alec Thomas that I got out of the light box, the auto, on-card auto. Really kind of a cool card, but yeah, unfortunately I got a 9. I don't know what held this one as a 9. Maybe there was some slight print lines or something that I thought were just kind of part of the card, more or less. But overall, the centering on this one was solid. And the card had great eye appeal, and I love the way it looks and kind of refracts with the lights. So, yeah, unfortunately, this one got a 9. And, again, got to have Alec Thomas start to play, and then we can go ahead and try and sell that one and get what we can for it and move on to another day. All right, next one up, Lenyon Sosa. I sent this one in, and Step in the Box Brett reminded me that this guy just got called up the other day by the White Sox, and I know he was a rookie this year in Top Series 1. He was a first Bowman last year, and I pulled this out of a blaster box, numbered 79 out of 99, on-card auto for his first Bowman Chrome auto. He got a 9. It was, 7, 9, 9, 9. Go figure, it's just all 9s, right? Yeah, I don't know. What are you going to do? You can't win them all. But like I said, the latter half of this submission more than makes up for, I think, the first half of this submission, which, people just don't pay a lot for 9s anymore in a lot of the ultra modern cards. It's 10 or bust. So still a cool card. I will see how he does right out of the gate here and probably end up selling this on my eBay store. We'll see. But yeah, cool card nevertheless, and happy to have it with me back in hand. All right, guys, the last bit here, as you can see, these are the 9s or less, and these are all 10s. So gonna definitely wow you guys with some of these, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this. So let's go ahead and get into it. First one, Trevor Lawrence die cut club level. We got out of a select fat pack from Target that we got online. I looked over this card. I thought, man, this card looks absolutely perfect. I'm going to go ahead and confidently send this one in. Even though die cuts don't really gem that often, I figured this one had a very, very good shot at a gem, and I was right. So Trevor Lawrence, if he ends up winning a Super Bowl or making a deep playoff run like he did last year, probably move off this card. I'm not going to be in any hurry to sell it right now because there really isn't any football hype going on. But prior to the national or just prior to the football season, we'll see. Maybe end up selling this card, but happy to have it back in a 10. That is definitely a fun one. Next one is a guy that was for a team that I love to watch, Sacramento, but now he plays for a team that is the closest proximity to me, the Indiana Pacers. And that would be none other than Tyrese Halliburton. Again, this is a select, much like the Trevor Lawrence was. This one came out of a retail mega box, the red and green. This is the court side, so it is the most rare edition. And again, my wife pulled this card, and I told her, man, that card looks so good. Someday we'll have to send that one in. And we sent it in, and it got a 10. So definitely happy with that card as well. And I'm going to stick this card in a box somewhere and go ahead and hang on to it before the basketball season. And if he gets a ton of hype and I see this card shoot up in value, I'm going to definitely move off of it. But that's a cool one nevertheless. So, and these get better. I promise you, I stacked them in order of what I wanted to show you guys. We have not hit the best card yet. So Next one we've got is the Cade Cunningham. This came out of a retail pack from Target again. I only bought 2 fat packs. I opened 2 of them. I hit a Cade Cunningham in one of them. This was the green and yellow laser. Again, when I opened the pack and I looked at this card, I thought, that is a 10. There is no doubt about it. This card's absolutely perfect. And sure enough, I was right. So happy to have the Cade Cunningham. He was injured most of this year, which is unfortunate, but I was going to grade it at one point or another. Better now than never, and definitely happy to have this one in a 10, ready to go whenever the hype train ratchets up again on Cade Cunningham. Next one is probably not going anywhere but the PC, Steph Curry, Red Ice from Target. This was out of a mega box. I actually think we pulled this in the same mega box we got that Giannis card in. We got a Curry as well. And this one, really good on centering, top to bottom, left to right. So I figured it had a really good chance at a 10, and we were right. It got a 10. So always happy to have Curry in a slab, and definitely red cracked ice or orange cracked ice or whatever cracked ice. Pink, I guess, is the other one. They all look good with Steph Curry. So overall, this one is a really cool card to look at and probably will stay in our collection for a while. Next one is a card that I got out of a Chrome Update hobby box. This is probably the best card that I pulled out of the Chrome Update hobby box besides the Julio Rodriguez. This was the Andres Jimenez auto. Not on card, it is a sticker, but it is gold, numbered out of 50 in the All-Star Game variation, numbered 30 out of 50. Andres Jimenez is a really good player for the Cleveland Guardians. He's definitely going to be a very, very good player for years to come. I think he's only 23 or 24 years old, so he's really young still. And overall, it kind of reminds me a lot of like a Jose Altuve type. A little bit on the undersized guy, but overall, a very versatile player. Will have a long, long career provided he stays healthy. So, Andres Jimenez on-card auto, or not on-card auto, just an auto, gold, numbered out of 50. All right, we're getting into some bigger cards now, so I promise you. Dalton Varsho. Now, I opened this one on Christmas Day a couple years ago. This was a blue on-card auto, numbered out of 150 when he was on the Diamondbacks. This was his first rookie auto. It's the Blue Wave. Again, when I opened this card, when that box of cards presented itself to me, I thought this card was absolutely perfect, and I was going to stick it in a box, and he got traded in the offseason. I only wish I would have had this card a couple months ago because there was a lot of hype when he got traded to the Blue Jays, so I'm just going to have to wait until he has a hot week and probably end up selling this. But yeah, pretty cool story on him as well. He is from the same state, home state of me as Wisconsin. So yeah, Dalton Varsho, there you go. On-card auto, PSA 10. Joey Bart in a green on-card auto from a Topps Chrome blaster box. The funny story on this one is if you go back way back in early ERB Sports days when we weren't really called ERB Sports, we were called Eat, Rip, Bet, which is really kind of dumb at the time. It still maybe is dumb to have ERB, but it is what it is. It's hobbies of mine, so that's what it means to me. And this one I pulled out of a blaster box that we were doing a box battle between some hanger boxes of Update, some hanger boxes of Series 1, and one blaster box of Topps Chrome. That was kind of like a throw-in at the end, and Joey Bart on-card auto numbered out of 99. Numbered 38 out of 99 came out of that, and I thought, again, this one looked absolutely perfect, and someday I was going to send it to PSA. It got a 10. He's back playing with the Giants. I don't know what his future will hold, but I probably should have sold this at the height of the pandemic when the hype was really high on him, but I waited too long to open the box, so there was already a little bit of hype past, but you never know what can happen. He is obviously on a very, very good team as far as their hobby love. The Giants always have some hobby love, so we'll see what that one holds for the future. But overall, happy to have that one back in a slab, ready to go whenever Joey Bart pops off. All right, we got, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 cards left. Every card gets successively better, progressively better. So the next one is a Julio Rodriguez SSP out of a Holiday Mega Box. Again, this one was really well centered relative to the other cards I pulled. I did pull a Wander Franco SSSP, and I pulled a Bobby Witt SSP. Both of those in the first submission to PSA got 9s. This one looked better than both of them, and I thought it had a very good chance at a 10. So the one where he's wearing the holiday necklace, it got a 10. So yeah, that one is up on my eBay store for sale right now. All right, next one up, we got out of a Chrome Light Box again. Pulled a few good cards out of the Chrome Light Box. I think I pulled a Wander Purple, which I sold. I pulled the Alec Thomas Black and White Mini Diamond, and I pulled this card, the Wander Franco Refractor. Now, Wander Franco is off to a very, very hot start this year, and he is definitely one that I think will have a lot of hype, provided that he stays healthy through the All-Star break. I'm probably going to sell this card. I'm going to wait for a pretty good price on it, but overall, happy to have that one back, and kind of got lucky on a 10 on that one, although the centering on this one was really flawless. It was just more the edges that I was concerned about when I sent it in. But overall, happy to have this one back, and thankfully Wander is playing really well right now. So if you guys are interested, go hit my eBay store up and see if you want to buy this card. Maybe we can work out a deal. All right, we got 2 cards to go. These absolutely shocked me. I didn't expect either of these to get 10s, but lo and behold, they got 10s, and pretty stoked about that. So, now the first one, it is just a paper-based card, but Josh Allen, 2018, Donruss Panini rookie. Believe it or not, I've had this card in a sleeve, in a top loader, since I pulled it on Christmas of 2018. When I got packs of Donruss, they were the fat packs. I went to a Walmart in South Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and got like the rest of the fat packs that they had on the shelf for $2.99 at the time. And I pulled a Josh Allen, I think, out of like the second pack, put it in a penny sleeve and a top loader, and I've had it ever since. And I said, one day, I'm going to send this into PSA. Card looks really good, but it was a little bit heavy, centering wise. But again, it was one of those cards where it was so close. And I thought, with 4 sharp corners, go ahead and give it a shot. If you're ever going to give it a shot, go ahead and do it now before it's too late. So finally sent it in and got a 10. That's a huge price difference between a 9 and a 10 in this card. I think the 9s go for around $100. A raw card's around $60 to $80. And a 10, it can approach $300. Like right now, I think it's sagging a bit. It's like around $240. But this card, when football season gets hyped up, when Josh Allen had a lot of hype, this card hit over $350 last year. So it very well could do that again. Josh Allen's still a very young player overall, even though Patrick Mahomes is in the same conference and is a very stacked conference when it comes to quarterbacks. Really happy to have this one back in a 10 that I can confidently sell someday when the hype train ratchets back up on Mr. Josh Allen. And we have reached, if you guys have stuck with me for the almost 20 minutes now, we have reached the very, very last card. Now, this card has a funny story. I should probably do a blind reveal just because. All right, so this card was a Steph Curry die cut that we got at the National, numbered 62 out of 65. Now, the story on this card is it was in a penny sleeve at the time, and it was marked for $125. And my wife was like, hey, we should probably get some Steph Curry cards. I said, yeah, we should definitely get some Steph Curry cards. So we were looking for Curry and Giannis at the National, and lo and behold, we found this one. And I recognized the dealer from my local show, but I'd never seen this one at my local show. And I asked him, I'm like, I've never seen that one before. And he's like, oh, I don't bring the good stuff out for just anybody. But it was in a raw condition, numbered 62 out of 65. And it's a neon green die cut Steph Curry from 2017 Select. So that's a lot lower pop count as far as a print run goes on Select versus where we are today. So this was a pretty rare card and really cool card to look at. But my wife went ahead and went up to the dealer, and I told her, I said, see if you can get it for $100. And she goes up and she, spits words out of her mouth. And the first thing she says is, will you take $120 for it? He had it listed for $125. And I was like, he's going to say yes to that every single time. She's like, I don't know what I was doing. I'm so sorry. I probably could have got that card for less, but the words came out of my mouth. And before I realized it, he'd said yes to $120. And so, yeah, we were going to hold on to this card. I looked it over and I thought, man, this card looks really good. But I just think I wanted it in a slab more than I did care about the grade. But let's go ahead and get to the front of the card. So you can see the Steph Curry die cut here. Neon green really pops to the eye. Love the way the card presents. Got a lot of corners on it, so it's going to be a pretty tough card to gem. But of course, wouldn't you know it, we got a gem mint 10 on this Steph Curry die cut that we got at the National that we probably overpaid for at the time. However, in a PSA 10, this is a pop 5. Now, it's serial number to 65, so there could only really be 65 cards. But 5 of them right now, as we stand, are gem mint 10s, and we own one of them. And so we've come full circle on this card. Not only was this card a cool card to look at, and definitely one with a funny story from the National, but we overpaid for it in the raw condition, but it more than made up for it in the fact that we got a 10 on it. So if we ever went to sell this card, we'd probably triple our money now versus where we were. So we are not disappointed by that one bit. And so that is going to do it for this PSA submission reveal. The two big surprises for me was the Josh Allen rookie PSA 10 and the Steph Curry die cut, this absolutely beautiful neon green die cut from 2017 Select that we absolutely love. It also got a 10. So we are going to do another submission to PSA. I made the preview video for that the other day, and definitely look forward to selling some of these cards, holding some of these cards, and PCing some of these cards. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, share, comment down below. Sorry for taking so long with the reveal there, but hopefully you guys enjoy the backstory as I tell it. And see you next time. Have a great night, everybody.